Hey guys, this is Greg and Ashley. So if you can see my tanks here, my Leopard 2s that I painted, which I'm actually pretty proud of because I painted all my Team Yankee stuff very meticulously, as best I could anyways. But what this is about is maybe getting a few little things that kind of help add to the game without breaking game rules or anything. So what we've done is, there are some companies out there that make aftermarket pieces. So you look at this package here and you're like, well, what is that? Those, when you glue them together, turn into these. Is that focused?
Yep, there you go.
Okay. Looks like smoke and fire. So what you can see is, here, you can get the camera there, Ash, move it towards. See the difference it makes? So now you can mark on the battlefield, you know, which ones are destroyed. Because sometimes you don't want to take the tops off. So these we found were really cool.
I liked them. I made him buy them.
You can also get, well, hold on a second before you take those out there. There's another version too that's smaller. Is that focused? I can't see.
Yep.
Okay. So, you know, this can be used for maybe just bailed out. Or
well, there's sometimes your tanks end up with an engine fire.
Yeah. Well, that's on tanks. So we use them for both the tanks game, I know, discontinued, and Team Yankee, just to kind of help. Here's another one we found that works. Check these out.
I can keep them in my hand. There it goes.
There you go. Those look good for this. Look, you got a bunch of them on there. You know who fired. See what I mean? There's no, here, turn it over actually, and it's etched. So when you look down on them, you can see which tanks have fired, which tanks are destroyed. And so we just kind of wanted to show you that. There's something else we found here too, that it's a little loose because it's not done, but here, I'll let you do it. So on this side, it'll have the like Axis and Allies on either side. And so basically, that's just for your cards. Whether they're, if you have tanks, we would use them for crew cards or crit cards. See? Makes a big difference. Underneath, it's cut out for your thumb. As far as tanks go, you can show them these. So, acrylic. I mean, those were like I think they were $6 for two of them or something.
Yeah, and they have move on out.
So if you look around, there's little things that will help the game, but if you can look down on this and see, I mean, you can see, look, here's a destroyed tank, but it had already fired, you know, here's maybe a bailed out tank, or it's got an engine fire, or anything like that. These are not necessities, obviously. Anybody that's played the game knows, but these acrylics are a lot better than, if you guys remember what come with tanks, the cardboard ones. They're just nicer to have. I personally like the ones that show you fired, because when you have a dozen or 2 dozen tanks on the table, you got a bunch of people playing whatever game it is. Sometimes you can get
lost.
You
lose track real quick.
Sometimes. And it clears it up. So you know how it goes. Even with friends, sometimes you might be a little bit of a squabble as to did you go or didn't you? And these kind of things are just kind of cool. So we just wanted to share these few things that we found that we use. They're markers by Litco, a company named Litco.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not affiliated with them. They didn't sponsor this. I'm not speaking for them. I'm speaking for myself because I paid for these. I purchased them. They're mine. So I'm giving you my opinion. My opinion is those guys did a great job on them. You can get different size.
These ones are mini. So for some of the German and even Russian and American, you got like the Stug for the German. The
little pack wagons.
There were pack wagons. They're a lot smaller, so the little ones worked a lot better.
So it kind of depends on what vehicle you're using as to what you want. And these two, by the way, they look good on the ground. So if you could picture, you know, these out and about, and you have your guys on the ground fighting, it can show, you know, like battlefield explosions and things like that. So it just adds a little bit more depth to the game. Let's see here if I can kind of maybe do something. So I'll move that out of the way. So just for, you know, an idea, you could have, you know, they're like explosions around them, or, I mean, whatever you want to do. You don't have to do. Just, it adds to it. We also play 40K. So sometimes we like to put these around, especially on the board or the map.
Yep, on the barrels. Make them look like they're
Yeah.
firing.
So, I mean, it's not just limited to tanks or Team Yankee. We're just trying to show you that sometimes these aftermarket products are pretty cool. I got one in the mail too recently that I'll show you. So if you know anything about Star Wars X-Wings, okay, these are kind of cool. Those are your
Averts and
focus
tokens.
So you never get enough of these with the X-Wing stuff. So it looks like a lot, but really each of these little bags ran about $6 basically. And some of it we're waiting on for the games. We're going to do another video here on some other stuff, and we want to show something else off. But anyways, we thought, I know a lot of you guys do play the Team Yankee or Flames of War or even tanks and all that. These just look cool, I think. So we'll leave it at that. If you guys like it, great, leave a comment. Feel free to join our group. We would love to have you there at the Facebook group. And we do have an app for our podcast on Google Play in the store right now for Android. The Apple one, pretty pricey to get going, so we'll see.
We're still working on that one.
Yeah, they require more than Google did. So we would love it if you download that app if you want to listen to our podcast, and you can even interact with us on there. Send us messages while we're doing live ones, and that's every Thursday night, by the way. I'll plug that because I can. So, anything else on these there, Ash?
Nope, nothing on
All right.
these. Just remember to like and subscribe and leave comments.
Yeah. Let us know what you think. I mean, we do the best we can with what we got. We haven't bought all this stuff at once. This is stuff we've been buying, and now we have time to put some of it together. So we'll let you guys go with that. Enjoy the game. That's the most important. Have a good day.